Yo, what is up, guys? This is ZeGamerBoy, and welcome to October. And with October is our first incarnation of Thursday 30 Minute Snippet with horror themes, horror references, anything like that. And to start it out, we're going to start off with Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, which is a gem of a game. It came out in 2017 around August, and it is an absolutely spectacular video game. Definitely I wouldn't say it's like one of my absolute favorite games, but it's definitely a sleeper hit in my opinion. It's one that really I took a stab at. I was intrigued by it when I saw initial gameplay trailers and everything like that. And then when I actually played the game for the first time, it blew me away, and it was so good story-wise, and gameplay-wise it was also very solid. And a really cool thing about Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice is throughout the game, Senua is going through psychosis. She's having psychological voices murmuring in her head throughout the entirety of the gameplay, and it's really interesting getting an insight on what it's like to have that kind of trauma like reverberating through your head. Like, it gives you an idea of what that's like, and it's really, really cool. So we're gonna jump in, and I hope you really enjoy Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. And here we go.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Now, her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness.
They're watching.
There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. They can feel her coming. She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him.
So this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about before.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right?
Yeah.
They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? It's in Helheim.
Look, up ahead.
Helheim.
You see it too?
You promised you gave me.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
So awesome. So as I was trying to say, with all of these voices, it gives you an idea of having a mental impairment, being slightly mentally ill, just having all those voices talking in your head. And this is throughout the entirety of the gameplay. And then you get to see Senua react to this firsthand as her, just like, it's terrifying in a sense. But it's very cool. It's really interesting, and as you can also see while I'm playing this game, it is gorgeous. The dead don't always lie still here.
This is not a place of rest.
Can't do this. Go back.
And I think this is part of the reason why this is...
Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
Yikes. But that's probably part of the reason why this is like quasi-horror game. Because
They're watching.
you're being exposed
Can you feel them watching?
to the
They're
horror
watching her.
that is paired with having a mental impairment of this kind, a psychosis, have this ill mental health, and it's really pretty bone chilling, especially like the whispering. It feels like it's just tickling at the back of your head. It's so freaky.
What is she thinking?
I'm thinking about resurrecting my lover, which is on my backside.
She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years.
Get used to what?
The darkness. It just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light
Look at
is all you
those
need to see its
bodies.
suffocating power.
I'm glad this game's not exceedingly graphic with like nudity and such. I mean, you can tell those are naked corpses, but you don't see anything further than the fact that it's just skin, which is good.
You
But
might
look at
think
the
she's brave
sun.
to go on this journey on her own,
Glinting off the water.
but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death.
She's not afraid of death, huh?
Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
Yeah, definitely. I could see why it would run deeper, because she's got to deal with people talking all the time, just ringing in her ears non-stop. And honestly, it'd almost be a good idea for me to remain silent so you can get the full effect of the voices the entire time. But because I'm a Let's Player, I'm doing it this way.
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
So cool. More fourth wall breaking as well. Just, she knows that there's another person here. Just kind of tagging along with Senua.
Look really clearly. Focus, Senua. Focus. Focus and you'll see. What happens if you focus?
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Super cool. So these are like lore stones, and what the lore stones do is they give you like an idea of either story points, plot points, as well as they also give you lore and what realm this takes place in, Oh, it's creepy.
Darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for it.
Creepy, 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 creepy. Shush.
He's not stopping.
No, not stopping.
Not this time.
Okay, darkness gone, right? Okay. As I was saying before, with the lore stones, they also give you ideas into the Norse mythology, give you background, and just delve into the stories of Norse mythology, and it's super, super interesting.
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
Where are you?
He's in hell. That's impressive. The graphics for like the little strands of hair on her neck. It's crazy.
He's there, you know it. There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim,
They're calling
and the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Coming. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
Dillian, yeah. Okay. And just more.
Why is
The
she
game
doing
is
this?
so pretty.
Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue
Yeah, I am.
He's already dead.
The bridge to Helheim. I forget its name.
I don't know the
forgets
name.
too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget.
It sounded creepy.
The old fool said
It's
there
not like
was
there
a
were
hidden
footsteps.
path to it. Let's see, shall we?
Well, I found a hidden path, and there's a stone there. Let's go get some more lore. Or just background to the entirety of the story.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds.
Yep.
The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim.
Muspelheim.
Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
Yep. Super interesting. It's so cool. Like, I know a little bit of that lore as it is, but just finding out more of it from those little excerpts is so fun. It's so awesome.
That's the way.
It's good that not all of the commentary from the voices in her head, they're not all like scathing and making her feel like garbage. There are some that are enthusiastic and making her feel good, and then most of the other ones are just like tearing her apart.
Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
Yes, the hidden path. I'm focused. If you let me. I don't need to. Apparently this is a cutscene.
He's going to hurt you. It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Don't listen.
I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way.
Don't listen.
I never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
It's just a memory.
Ruth? Is that you?
Around you now.
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar,
He's
An old fool. Truth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
So cool.
Tell me your stories again.
So freaking cool.
I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain
I
sight.
can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
Focus now. She needs to use her eyes.
Okay. Where's the one that looks like it? Oh, I know, right there.
It's near.
Right there.
Towards the gate.
That's another cool thing. Like, it uses puzzles by using the glyphs. It is open.
Gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you? It works.
Let's go. More to
I
see.
spent 6 years enslaved in hell.
When did it start raining?
I watched the Northmen. Learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listen?
Look at
When everyone else
the
laughed.
wall is wet too. So cool.
My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Make the Northmen feel our fury, not theories. They're not. No theories. So cool.
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
Always here.
I guess it's the same with heights.
So it's
Stand on
interesting.
the edge. Pretend it's going to be okay.
It's really
But you
interesting
know that death is near.
having a narrator
Waiting for you to make that.
who is
little
also one of the
step.
voices that is in her head. Like,
Can't
it's
just
one of the
push
ones
things
who is with tandem with all the other ones. Very, very interesting to me.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter
Yes.
of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's.
Oh yeah.
So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter.
Yep.
In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead.
Yep.
To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Yes. And then more lore to go with that. It's Hela, who's the daughter of Loki, and then the other two were Fenrir and Jormungandr. Who Jormungandr is like the world serpent, and Fenrir is the wolf who comes out during Ragnarok. So, just some context clues to go along with the gameplay. But yeah, super cool. And I love that those lore stones are there to give more insight into the story for those who are like, they don't know about Norse mythology that much because they know a lot about Greek and stuff, but Norse is more hidden.
Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead.
Yes, it does.
Is that the face of Hela herself?
It is.
The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him.
Yes.
Shh.
There's someone there.
Someone's here.
Come at me, whoever's in the shadows. I want to fight. Up, and there's another lore stone. Getting dark.
I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
She was touched by Hela. Come at me. Let's start this fight.
Go.
I wanted the fighting to start and it has begun.
It's nearly over. Finish it.
I don't remember how to like dodge. I think it's X. Yep. R1 is to parry. This is such a stylish game. Get out of my face! Ow. Oh, what the heck? This is bad. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Get knocked down. It's a little bit terrifying, just watching her face, just... Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Stop this close-up. Ugh.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head,
That's in
the
her
seat of
wrist.
the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
That's not gonna do shit, Senua. That'll do nothing. The dark rot will grow each time you fail. If the rot reaches Senua's head, her quest is over. And all progress will be lost. So that's a really cool mechanic. When I played this, I never had that happen where I died enough to make it reset.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind.
But that's still... Oh,
That is what Dillian taught
that
her.
would suck so bad to have that actually happen.
With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow,
Yeah, she will.
whatever the cost.
Whatever the cost, I will fulfill my will and bring my sweet Dillian back from the dead.
He's not right.
Listen to me, Senua. The
Listening.
goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the
Sort.
and the god of illusion, Valravn.
Such a
Spill their
cool
blood
name.
to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
Such a cool name, Valravn and Sort.
It
I
won't
like
open.
I like Valravn a lot though.
Why can't she?
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir.
Ymir.
The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
A cow. Yeah, that's more the lore. They're talking about the creation of all things out of Ymir. But at the beginning of the creation myth, we're gonna stop this video here because if we were to go through those doors, there would be a whole bunch of trials that we have to go through, slaying of bosses, and we just don't have enough time for that, especially in a brief 30-minute snippet of something like this. But this game is so good. It's psychologically manipulative. It like gets you in the shoes of Senua and allows you to really get a feel of what it's like to have a kind of mental illness where you're hearing voices in your head. And it's very, very interesting. And along with that, it has a very engrossing story that keeps you just pulled along throughout the entirety of it. And it's phenomenal. And it's got sound combat. It's very satisfying combat. It's simplistic, but it's nice to take down a whole horde of enemies just one after the other through parries and just hacking and slashing them to bits. Super, super good. And yeah, there are just a lot of thrills and good plot points that happen like later on in the game that just make it more than worth playing. Definitely an underrated gem. It's a game that not a whole lot of people know about, but more should, and that's why it's on this channel, because somebody definitely needs to play it. You could definitely find it someplace for a pretty good, cheap price. Considering it came out in August of 2017, you should definitely go out, spend some coin, and get it. It's definitely worth your time. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you are currently subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell if you haven't to stay notified on all my newest content whenever it drops. And comment down below to stay up to date, or to keep me informed on what I could do better, what you'd like to see on the channel, and so on and so forth along those lines. And finally, if you've missed my other episodes of my Thursday 30-minute snippet, you can find it in the upper right-hand corner, which would be left-hand corner, I guess, for you guys. And in that corner, you will see the attachment for the 30-minute snippets. And then on the other side, you'll see posting of my most recent video. But also, feel free to go back through all my other videos and give them a watch. There's some really good content in there. And I would really, really appreciate your support. And I love you guys for the support that you've given thus far. So, yeah, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Again, I enjoy all the support that you've given me thus far through this very short journey of YouTube, and I look forward to moving forward. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.